Welcome to ODP. Yeah, you know we be keeping it real on Open Door Policy. This is Jess.
And Steph. Whoa, my glasses just flew off. I was getting too into the theme song. I was like, whoo!
And today we have a really good friend of ours, Zay.
Yay.
But please give us your full name, where you're from, and what kind of art you create.
My full name is Isaiah Jones.
No middle name?
I do have two middle names.
Uh-oh, do we not want to talk about it?
That's
That's okay, we don't have to do that. But it's Open Door Policy. No, I'm joking.
Okay, my name is Isaiah Duran Raheed Jones.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. I am a cinematographer and a photographer.
Very cool.
From San Diego, Southeast San Diego.
Nice.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
High school, want to rep?
High school, I went to San Diego School of Creative and Performing Arts.
SCPA.
SCPA, 6th to
How
12th grade, 7
That's
years
so
of
cool.
school.
What year did you graduate?
2005.
Oh, followers.
So you, like, being into art and photography, it's just been since day one,
It's
basically,
been
then?
since day
so
one,
cool.
yeah. So I went to Oak Park Elementary, which was a music theory school.
Ooh.
Played saxophone there. And I went to SCPA from 6th to 12th grade.
Was it just natural, or did your parents organize something, or were you like, Mom, like, I need to do
No,
this?
my mom set all that up. So
really?
luckily...
No
She said,
way.
"You're gonna be
yeah,
this."
exactly. So,
Shout
I
out to
mean,
Mama.
I grew up in Southeast, which is like,
Yeah.
pretty urban community. And
Right.
known for the violent stuff.
Very true.
But she kept us out of the schools that were
my
like...
God.
Yeah. So I couldn't go to Lincoln. She wouldn't let me go to Lincoln. I wanted to go there.
That was your boundaries? Lincoln High?
That was yeah. I grew up in Lincoln Park, so
Okay.
I could have went to Lincoln or Morris. I didn't want to go to Morris. I wanted to go to Lincoln, but it closed down my 10th grade year. I tried to go my 10th grade year.
Oh, wow.
She was
So
like,
to get into SCPA, I know you need to audition, right? And what?
now you need to audition.
Oh, so when you
Oh, you
went,
didn't have to.
When I went there, it was a
audition.
feeder school, yeah. So
Okay.
that was like the only performing arts school. Well, one of the performing arts schools, one of the few in San Diego, and they basically fed from different schools in Southeast San Diego.
Cool.
So we actually had to be on a waiting list for like 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Sweet. So take us on your journey through like the instruments, or like then it became a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4th and 5th grade, I played saxophone in our band. We were actually pretty good. We won this competition. We were the only elementary school there. We got first place.
Oh my gosh, that's,
Um,
you guys
yeah.
weren't pretty good. You were hella
We
good.
played against middle schools and high schools, and we won.
What? Okay.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I went to SCPA 6th grade. I wanted to keep playing the saxophone. My mom didn't have the money to buy us instruments. So basically it was like, when we went into SCPA, we had to take an art wheel. We had to do like drama, we had to do drawing, we had to do all the different arts they offered.
Oh, so they make you go
Yeah,
through
so
each
our
one.
6th grade year, we rotated.
Oh, that's
throughout different
dope.
arts, yeah.
That's how you
So-
figure out what you like.
Exactly.
So-
So I wasn't the best scholar just because I didn't like doing homework. Really, really smart and intelligent, but I just didn't like doing the actual work outside of school.
Yeah.
So my 9th grade year, I was featured in one of my friend's music videos, and he did a Michael Jackson video.
Okay.
Super creative, and I was like, dang, this seems like it's pretty fun. So I was like, I'm gonna take it the following year. So I took it my 11th grade year, and like I said, we was at school. We didn't take it seriously. So I eventually graduated. I had 2 years under my belt. I stopped shooting. Ran into a friend like 4 or 5 years later. He had just graduated from San Diego State in film and television.
Yeah.
He told me to buy a camera. I took out a school loan, and that's when it started back up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then since then, what kind of work have you been doing?
Since then, well, I worked on a project, a Schoolboy Q music video when I was in film school in LA. That was like,
Oh, so after you said you went to state?
I didn't go to state.
Oh,
I went to.
His friend went to state.
Oh, your friend went to
my
state.
friend went to state.
Okay.
I went to Brooks, which is in Ventura,
Oh, okay.
which is a photography and film school. I went there for just a semester, but I got a chance to work on a couple film projects. That introduced me to the film side of video.
Okay. So you were just doing photography.
So first you did photography, and
No,
then
I was just doing video. I didn't start shooting photography until 2016.
So
February 2016.
what made you go from this stage to this stage, and like,
Life.
yeah.
Pretty much. So like literally, I started shooting. I wasn't shooting that much when I was shooting wedding videos.
You gotta
Having
start
a lot
somewhere.
yeah, but I was having a lot of personal problems within my life. So
Yeah.
I moved to Philadelphia. After I went to film school. That fell apart. Came back home. I sold my camera. Sold my laptop. I sold all my equipment. I didn't want to shoot anymore.
Oh my gosh! So
that was
there was
like-
a big decline.
Yeah, I was down in the dumps.
Oh my
So,
god! What meant? Well, I'm sorry. Just to backtrack
Yeah.
really quick. How did that happen? If you
Yeah,
don't
like
mind
what
me
was what was
asking?
going on that you had to put this on
it was just a lot of family issues with my mother and my father. So I had a lot of personal problems. The reason why I went to film school was to get away, escape from all those problems. So, I just felt like after I came back from film school, it didn't work out. I'm like, well, this is just not working out. I'm going to just get a regular job. So I've always worked. I gave up, but I've always worked in childcare and education. So I worked there for like 5 or 6 years. Found a good job at Gompers preparatory school, the academy. Didn't want to do that anymore.
Is it because, were you there and you just had this feeling of not being fulfilled? Is that what had happened? Because you knew you wanted to be doing this?
Well, at that time, it was crazy because I was working in their athletics department. Mm-hmm. So I've always had a sports background.
Oh.
So I shot a couple videos for them at school.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I just used their equipment. They had a couple cameras. Yeah, they wanted me. They knew I had skills and they had no experience in it. So they were like, well, can you do this for our graduation? So I was like, yeah, cool. Now, what they wanted me to do, they didn't tell me this at the time, but they had this master plan for me to help teach in their performing arts.
Okay.
That they were actually starting up.
That's rad.
They didn't tell me this, though. So I ended up quitting. My friend encouraged me to move out to Philadelphia with him. I moved out there. Dang. I was supposed to start my career over in video.
Yeah.
Never got it off the ground. Just got complacent, worked a job. Eventually came back. My dad was sick, so I came back, moved back here. And then in 2015, it gets a little sad, right? So I came back in February 2015. My dad passed away in June of 2015. Mm-hmm. November 2015, I quit. I was doing construction, making good money, like $25, $26 an hour. I quit that.
Because why?
Because after my dad died, I was like, life is starting to move really fast. I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm 28 at the time.
It just kind of woke you up and put things
exactly.
in perspective.
So I was like, once my dad had passed away, I literally had to. Now this is the crazy part. My dad passed away. We buried him. 2 days later, I had to fly out to Hawaii, get my sister married. We had to get her married. I spent the week out there. I came back on a Sunday. I had to be back at work on a Monday.
Yeah.
That physically, mentally drained me.
Now you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I not doing what I want to be doing?
So I was like, you know what? Forget it. Quit that. I got a job at Dick's Sporting Goods just to hold me over. I bought a camera and quit that in February, and I never looked back.
And you've just been shooting.
Yep.
How long? Okay, so it's 2 years. How has that changed? What has changed since that moment of craziness?
In your career and everything.
And everything. What have you experienced since then?
A lot has changed, obviously. I've always owned my own company. I started my company 5 years ago.
And what's your company called?
It's called London Lane Productions.
Nice.
But I never got into business. Mm-hmm. I never understood how to run a business. I just wanted a company so I can feel like I had something. That's what everyone was doing at the time. Everyone had the promoters had a company. Everyone had a clique. They were representing something. So I was like, I need something to represent. So I started a company. I started taking it serious last year. Like I said, February 2016. I quit my job at Dick's Sporting Goods. Been shooting ever since. But my father's death really motivated me to become something.
And to just follow your dreams.
Follow my dreams, because he died with nothing. Literally, he didn't have much. He never owned his own house. He never really had a job throughout his life. He was a street hustler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up around a lot of gang violence and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I seen people just literally go to jail, waste their life. Mm-hmm. So I guess I didn't want to go out like that. I don't want to be 50 years old with nothing. So I was like, I got to do something. So I got back into school. I got a camera, started shooting. Changed my whole life. I've made a huge jump since then. So
yeah. And I think that's what's so special, and a lot of people, I think it's a generation gap kind of difference, and what I've noticed in obviously in your parents' generation and my parents' generation, where you see that it's they did what they thought they were supposed to do, what they needed to do to survive, and were not and could not and did not make that step to be who they wanted to be. And you see that affect them later on in their life, and start to resent you because you're out here talented and trying to explore that. And so I think it's really special that you took that that obstacle in your life, which so you could have gone this way or that way. You could have gone down the road getting depressed and just giving up, because that's either gonna fucking put you down or it's gonna motivate you. And I think it's so rad that you
took the
chose.
high road.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm gonna be for sure. Yeah.
Well, at one point in my life, I was going left.
Of course, no, everyone does that.
Everyone has a left.
I've done it.
Right.
I know Steph has. Yeah. Everyone gets in that place where you give up and it's scary and you don't know how the fuck you got there, but it makes a difference the two different types of people are those who like feel sorry for themselves and stay there, or you get up and do what you want to do, and you've created art. You're always at a ton of shows. You're shooting a ton of shit. You had a gallery one time like at the church, and you took pictures. It was kind of like around Barrio.
That was in June. I had an art show.
I feel like you take, obviously now talking to you and learning about your history, it's like you take what you grew up with and kind of like show the beauty in that. Like there's this picture you took of a kid. What was he like? Was she like eating a lollipop or something? Or like?
Oh yeah. That was a photo shoot I did for friends for her daughter's birthday.
Yeah, I don't know.
She was eating cake.
All the moments you capture are just very
so
like
cool.
authentic.
Yeah, thank you.
And really cool.
I love it.
Yeah, I try. I mean, I'm still growing as a photographer. I'm still growing as a filmmaker and a cinematographer.
There's not one you prefer.
Cinematography, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm a film guy for sure.
You're a film guy.
I started shooting photography to become a better cinematographer.
That's So it like helps you get a better eye when you understand it in that way.
Because I was used to looking through a camera through a video aspect opposed to a photographer's.
Way different.
It's so different.
Than just getting footage and getting a shot.
Some people just have a natural eye where they can just go straight into video and they can do it. I have an eye, but I was like, I need to develop my eye. So I started shooting photography. I took a black and white course at City. I wanted to get to the origins of it.
Shout out to City College. They have a dope,
they have a dope photography department.
Yeah.
A dope photography department. Their film department is pretty cool too. But yeah, like I said, I just want to become better at what I was doing. So and then I naturally fell into that role. I got hired. I've always done nonprofit work and work with nonprofits. And my friend approached me. She started a collective for her photography company, and she was like, "I want you to come shoot for me. I should do a lot of nightlife stuff." And I was like, "Well, I need money, so why not?" So I fell into that. I naturally fell into it.
That's so cool how it could bring one thing can just open up so many things, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is that what you do a lot of now? I noticed pictures on your Instagram and stuff.
I after my art show, I hit that artist brick wall. I just kind of fell on my face. I had this massive build up to put everything into this one show. Yeah. And then it just came and went in 5 hours. And then it was
being an artist is fucking hard.
It is.
Afterwards, I go to the club, I party, and then I wake up the next morning
shit.
I have nothing scheduled. I don't have any shoots, nothing. I spent all my money. I hit a slump. I got complacent, working at the little jobs I had. And then I need something to wake me up. And then I started back school recently, and I've been talking to Eamon.
Cool.
Who's giving me a lot of life. He's young, he's talented,
he's
motivational.
He's sunshine.
Exactly, he's sunshine.
Well, he walks in sunflowers.
Right. So talking to him and I actually approached him and I was like, do I just need something to do? I need some type of motivation, some type of work that's gonna get me back on track.
Shout out to networking.
Yeah. And just being an artist, and I feel creators are always what can you do? I can do this. Let's fucking make something.
Right. Exactly.
That's how we got together.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks because within our city, everyone is for self, opposed to for the bigger picture.
Exactly.
And I try to approach a lot of people in different situations with the we mentality,
right?
And I get shrugged off because they got the me mentality. So, like I said, it's good to find somebody like him and who's just all for it,
the we and the team.
Exactly.
I get the vibes.
That's why we created this show. Is because we wanted to give artists and whatever sort of like creativity that they have a platform to share that, and just kind of like, because it is a we situation,
right.
You know?
I mean, we get further with the we, and people don't realize that it takes a team to make something happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then not only does it take a team within yourself, it takes people in that team to create other teams to get you further. So.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the village. The village raised
exactly.
us.
So what do you have coming up next? Yes. Where can people find
what's
you?
What's going on?
Well, like I said, I hit a brick wall after my show, so I'm getting back into the grooves. But me and Eamon, we have some stuff coming.
Ooh.
I don't want to exactly give everything up.
Damn. Okay.
But we have some work coming up. I'm working on a documentary piece, a documentary series actually, featuring artists from Southeast San Diego.
Oh cool. My gosh.
Yes. So
that's a beautiful.
When I was in school, I think it was fall semester. I did a documentary piece on a DJ named Dashe.
Okay.
And everyone loved it. And I was just experimenting at the time. I didn't know anything about. I knew about documentaries, but I didn't know how to shoot them and how to properly build a climax. And all that stuff. So I was taking the class. I learned some things. I shot a piece with her, and everyone was like, "Oh man, everyone started calling me, "Can you give me a video like that?"
That's just one thing.
Because you're a
always-
cinematographer and you understand music and like why of course it's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
Where
music.
can you find that video, by the way? Sorry.
It's on Instagram. It's on my website. My
Okay.
website is londonlanepros.com.
LondonLanePros.com.
Yes.
Dope. And the documentary name?
The documentary name is Dashe Untitled.
Dashe Untitled.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna remember this.
So it's like really raw. Like I
Okay.
said, it was an experiment. So I don't want to give it a name.
No,
That's
it's just
why I call it
preparation
Untitled.
for your next thing that
Exactly.
you're working on.
Yeah, but it turned out to be pretty good. There are a lot of good shots in there. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's your biggest thing that you've kind of like landed so far, not landed cinematography, but like what's your favorite piece that you've done that we can like see and shout out right now?
You know what? That's really, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite piece. I would say that is probably one of my most cinematic pieces. I shot a short film at school too. That was pretty cool. I mean, the biggest thing I've worked on was the Schoolboy Q music video.
Okay.
I also worked on a couple of music videos with some artists out of LA, with another director from San Diego. But the biggest thing I've done, the biggest thing I've done is like literally just start shooting again.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've shot so
Creating
many
your own brand and
exactly.
you.
That's what it is. Because I've shot obviously you guys see my Instagram, I shot a million concerts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm doing like nonprofit work. I work with nonprofits. I landed a grant, like $8,000 grant. I taught an internship.
Those are some.
I teach photography now.
Where?
Yeah. Where
For the Aja Project, which is a participatory photography nonprofit.
okay, where's that at?
That is on Fairmont. It's in City Heights.
Oh, I know exactly where that's
Yes.
at. I live in City Heights.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I work with them. We're starting a new semester in like the next few weeks. So I'm teaching there. Yeah, like I said,
You're very well rounded, man.
I'm trying my things. I really want to get back to making films though.
Yeah.
That's my goal, is to get back to making creative video. I love photography and I will always do it. But I gotta get back to.
Do you see yourself like in LA again?
Yeah, I'm planning to move to LA next year.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah,
Cool.
February
Good for
hopefully,
Dude,
if not
good
June.
luck.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it. I'm looking to
I'm so
go to
excited.
Los Angeles City College.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finish out there. I'm halfway through school now at City College in San Diego. So if I have enough funding, I can transfer to UCLA. Hopefully I can get some type of
Hell yeah.
grant situation, or USC. That's like the dream schools, right?
Yes.
No, that's where you're going.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're
So I
heading.
mean, like I said,
Find
the next year is literally preparation to try to get into that college.
Part of the process.
Dude, good luck with that.
And then wait, Instagram one more time.
Yes.
My
yes.
Instagram and Twitter is CinemaZay, CINEMAZAY.
Nice.
Well, thank you for
Yay.
coming.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being on
for
the
having
show.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
ain't seeing here though next time.
I know. Let's go next.